Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time stopping by, my name's Heather and today I have a tag for you, and this is all about your first at Disney. I was tagged by Christy over at Christy's Corner. I'll leave a link to her channel so you can go check her out. So without further ado, I'm just going to get started. There are 10 questions to answer. The very first question is, what is the first Disney movie that you ever watched? And I've answered this before, and it is 101 Dalmatians. Number 2, your first time going to Disney. I think I've also answered this before in a different tag, but the first time I went to Disney, it was in 1985. I always get that date messed up so bad. Yes, 1985. I have to remember my nephew was born in 1982 and we went when he was 3, so 1985. Number 3, the first Disney pin that you bought. Now this Disney pin was purchased before Animal Kingdom was ever a thing, and I want to say it was purchased in 1996. I think that's when it was purchased. It's sort of a generic pin where they made them in the masses and then just put people's names on the bottom. So this pin just has Minnie, Mickey, and Donald on it with the castle and Epcot and the Eiffel Tower in the background, and then there's a banner at the bottom with my name on it. So I'll see if I can give you a closer look at that. It is really cute, and I'm sure that there are a lot of these out there. They weren't super special, but it is my first one that I purchased way before the pin trading became a thing, and the back of it is just gold with some little Mickey heads on it. So super simple, not even dated, it just says Disney China on it. So I'm very happy that I have it. I'm glad that I hung on to it all of these years, because back then we didn't know that Disney pin trading was going to be as amazing as it is. So I'm really glad that I have this little personalized piece from where it all began. Number 4, your first ride that you went on. And I do remember this, and this was, we went on Dumbo. That was the very first ride that I actually remember riding on. I remember that we rode It's a Small World. I know that we rode a lot of things, but again, I was little, I was 8, and so I definitely remember Dumbo. That always has stuck out the most for me. Number 5, first character that you got an autograph with or that you had your photo taken with, and I definitely know that this was with Minnie Mouse. She was in her red and white polka dot dress, which we all love, classic Minnie, and so that just stands out the most to me. I have a picture, but again, my mom did some horrible things to my hair back then, and yeah, those pictures will never be leaked. I think I've said that before too, but yeah, I definitely remember Minnie Mouse, and she was gorgeous, just like she is today. Number 6, the first Disney snack that you tried. Some of these are really hard because I was 8. So the memories are there, but you know, everything that you've had since then just kind of clouds it just a little bit. And I want to say it was a Mickey premium bar. I want to say. I'm gonna go with that one. That's my final answer. Number 7, the first Disney resort that you stayed on. And for me, that is super easy because we've only stayed on the resort one time, and that was the Fort Wilderness Campground cabins. I had to remember what they were called. Cannot wait to get back and actually stay on the property now that pets are allowed, because then we can take our dog, and all inclusive and just have a wonderful time with the entire family. So I'm looking forward to that in 2020. Number 8, the first pair of ears that you bought. Okay, well, the first pair of ears that I bought were not for me. They were for Michaela. They were the, not really the infant size, but the smaller pink size of the actual ear hat, with her name written on the back of it. So that was the first pair that I bought. I did get a hat on my very first Disney trip, and it was the like a trucker dad type hat. So the back of it was plastic, and the front of it had like googly eyes for Donald's eyes, and then the bill was his beak, and you could squish it and it would squeak. So didn't have ears, but I did have a Donald Duck hat. Number 9, the very first show that you saw, and I cannot remember the name of it. I have spoke about this because it's one of my most special memories at Disney World, was when I was on that very first trip. My dad held me on one shoulder and my nephew on the other, and we watched a show. I remember it being like totally 80s themed, and if you're old enough to remember what that show was, please tell me and put me out of my misery so I can know. And actually I might Google and do some research, and if I can find anything remotely close, I'll insert it so we can all know what I'm talking about. But I know it was like 80s themed, and Goofy was like in this really cool like 80s tracksuit type thing, and that's all that I really remember. Other than like castle shows and things like that. Number 10, the first popcorn bucket that you bought. And like I've said, we've always loved Disney popcorn, and we have purchased popcorn buckets through the years. But the first special popcorn bucket I bought was this little beauty. And I'm so happy that it's mine. Look how cute this Dumbo is. He's adorable, and I did pay inflated prices on eBay because I didn't know about park pickups at the time when he was released, and I had to get my hands on him because we were not going that year. Holy moly, look at this adorable guy. So where you sit on the ride, you lift up and the popcorn goes in there. So he's ridiculously cute, and when I actually have more space, I'm going to be opening this and then letting Timothy Mouse sit inside as the rider. So he's cute, he's adorable, and I love him. I did want to make one mention that this tag was created by Roxana over at Life with Roxana. Wanted to make sure that she got the credit for creating this tag. The very first that I will be tagging is Fiona and Scott over at Fiona and Scott's Adventures, Beth from the Collectioneers Club, and Emma and John at Emma and John You're Welcome. I know that you guys love those tags, so of course I'm not going to be leaving you out. So that's going to do it for this video. I will see you guys next time. Bye!